Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. Okay, I feel the energy for me today is joy. So I want to have a giggle with you guys. Well, one side might want to giggle, one side might not. And that's what I've been picking up is a polarity. It seems that one counterpart is in hermit mode and very much is comfortable there. And the other counterpart is out there, working, keeping busy during the day. Now the readings are getting later in me delivering them. It's 1 o'clock on the dot. Okay, it's 1300. So I want to do a fly on the wall reading. I want to have a look at actually what's kind of going on at home, within the work, how the money's going, the love, the sex, the romance, health, spirituality, connection with spirituality. And I'm giggling to myself because I'm just getting all these downloads and it's quite comical, okay? But I want you to take on board the different energies that I'm going to be talking about. So you need to take both of them on board, but it's really important this part. If you work, have a job, and you go out and you work with other people out in the public, I want you to have a look at the Divine Masculine's energy, okay? Now, if you stay at home and you're quite happy to stay at home and you don't really want to socialise with anyone else because it's just crap, you'd rather just be in your own company, I want you to take on the Divine Feminine's energy. And I feel there's a really big message coming out. You might giggle. It might make you feel better, okay, of what's going on. It feels very much like the yin-yang is very settled, okay, but they're apart. So we have like a polarity going on here. They are coming into oneness. And it's quite funny because it feels like the Divine Masculine energy needs to work, okay, because when they're at home, all they want to do is be with their Divine Feminine. So they're out working. So if you're that worker, okay, have a think about when you're at home. Is that when you really crave your counterpart? Now, if you're at home all day, okay, the reason why you want to stay at home all day is because you don't really feel like venturing just outside, really your garden gate, unless your Divine Masculine's with you. So you choose to stay at home, okay? So one's trying to distract themselves, the Divine Masculine's energy, away from the love, and the Divine Feminine's energy is actually sitting in that energy and enjoying it. And it's kind of like, I'm in love, I feel what I feel, I know in my heart what's going on, and it's kind of like, I don't give a fuck what anyone else says. I know what I know. That energy. Okay? And adamancy. It's quite funny. It's like you're unbudgeable, Divine Feminines. So, I've got 2 decks of cards. So, are you with me? But you will feel that you'll think, well, yeah, okay, I might be the one that's working and that will make sense. But then when we have a look at other sections, okay, you're going to have to look at both sides. And if your counterpart is like a hermit, you kind of get to see what's actually going on with them and why. And if you're the worker, or if your counterpart's the worker, you're going to get maybe a bit of an understanding of what's going on. It's quite a cute energy, guys. It's lovely. It's love. Okay. And I feel both sides are feeling this. Let's give these cards a shuffle. Right, first of all, we're going to be talking about work. No, we're not. Why would we jump straight to work? Because we're going to hit home first. It would be uncomfortable, I feel it would be uncomfortable maybe. No, not so much for the Divine Feminines because I don't really give a fuck. They're like, no, just, if I'm not gelling with you on like a spiritual level, I just want to be left alone. That kind of energy. I'm very happy to stay like that. Does not really want to go out there interacted if it means going out there on their own. Different story if your Divine counterpart was with you. Yeah, but you have no intentions of socialising in that manner. Okay, so let's have a look. Divine Masculines, your cards have gone heavy. Can I have 3 cards? What's going on at home? Are you at home? Not much. I'll pull 3 cards for the Divine Feminines. Okay, Divine Masculine. That's for the workers. This is for the loungers. I'm serious. I'm being really serious with you. And some of you are feeling guilty about it, and I don't feel there's any need to feel guilty about where you are right now. You're exactly where you're meant to be. So let's put some sense behind it. Divine Feminines. It felt like the card wanted to scoot over. So it's like, oh, I wish I could be out. So it's like your counterpart is, but you're not. It's like, you wish you were out. Okay, let's have a look then. Why are you over here? You're meant to be over there. Why are you over here? You're meant to be over there. Let's have a look, Divine Masculine. What's going on at home, in your home? Okay, how do I make sense of this? Let's have a look and see what's going on with the Feminines. Nothing's jumping out. It's a bit sheepish. Divine Feminines, what's going on? Okay, we've got a fear here. Why are we not talking? So, straight away, oh, it's raining quite heavy. Straight away, there's a block. There's a surrender. On the masculine side, we have, I'm not sure why these guys have their heads down and why he's looking like that in the home life. It feels as if he's authoritative. Feel very much as if the masculine energy is putting people in their place and it's making them feel happy. So it's like they've got an authoritative role over here, which is giving them their worth. It's giving them their worth. They're feeling their worth. So they're kind of clearing up. So they're definitely speaking out. I feel it's making them feel stable. Okay. There's the King of Pentacles. So it's like the Divine Masculine is feeling worthy. They're being heard. It's like, okay, they could be naming and shaming. So they're standing up for what's right. That's what I feel here. Divine Feminines. You have, well, it looks like you're in your nightgown. You're just going with the flow. But there's a fear here. You're fearing looking like a fool. And I feel that that's because, well, you're in hell when it comes to this love connection. And it's like you'll take that leap of faith. You're dwelling here. But there's this fear here of, because your Divine Masculine is authoritative, it's like setting down the law. It's like, what have you been doing? I've been in hell. And you feel that this is going to upset your Divine Masculine. That's what's going on in the home. He's not happy that you've been in hell and that you're dwelling there. Okay. You're not budging. Okay. But you're getting comfortable. I feel that's the fiery energies here. It's a very hot, fiery energy on the feminine side, but I feel it's coming from the masculine. And it's like he's trying to cool this down. Let's have a look at the work life then, because this is home. Where are you residing, Divine Feminine? Hell. You got the Devil card. It's like, seriously. And you feel as if this will infuriate your masculine. Can you see how his face is really hot with the Devil card? How she's holding it. Peacock. It's like, I'm innocent. What's been going on at home? It's hell. But it's okay. It's like you're blooming in hell. You've got the peacocks. It's pride as well. You're feeling proud. I didn't feel it as an ego because you're comfortable in it. You're proud. Let's have a look at the Divine Masculine's work life. At home life, putting your foot down. which makes you feel happy. At work, you're putting your foot down as well. You've got the Emperor energy at work, Divine Masculine. That's what the Divine Feminine's feeling, your anger. And she's trying to be the Fool and just breeze through life. The Fool is this Divine Feminine's new beginning. Okay, so you're stressed out at work. Why? Something to do with the Divine Feminine. Because of your faith that all will be okay. So it's like you know what's going on. And you've caused a tower within the masculine's work life. How did you do that? Well, let's go straight over there and find out. How did you do that, Divine Feminine? I don't know, I also was just for eating. It made me feel because you made him hungry. We'll get to this, guys. We will get there. So, work life, he wants to offer. This is over on your side. He wants to offer you something, and you know, because you're giggling. Okay? And we have the Magician. The Emperor. I'm trying to work out how this comes in with your work life. The Emperor is stressed out at work. I feel like he's ignoring the Divine Feminine and her ways. But it's caused a tower. I think it's because he doesn't know the truth. And I felt like the feminine here out of her tower was going, I surrender, I tell you. I'll tell you. He's infuriated about something. And on your side, when it comes to work, he comes in. It's like he's offered you something. And then you're giggling. And then you have the Magician, who wants to make things happen. What's going on? There's a load of shadiness going on. I know what the story is. Why are we like tiptoeing around it? I know what the story is. I've already done the spread. So, but actually speaking publicly about it seems to be an issue. It's something that there's an embarrassment, big embarrassments. That embarrassment, it was embarrass, and I felt it was embracing. Don't ask me how I got embarrassment to embrace. Embracement. The energy's high. It's like it's a dozy energy again, where we're just gonna go with it. We've got to look at the money. Can we look at the money situation of things? Okay, why are you over there, Divine Feminine? You were always on my mind. We're going to have songs now. Money. So money, when it comes to money, you were always on my mind. So I want to say whenever this masculine was creating, it was like they were your words, your suggestions. But he's trying to turn his back on that, but it just kind of explodes. And so it's like you're his inspiration. Okay, money, the wheel will turn. When will the wheel turn? What does that mean? It means things aren't good. No one would say I'm doing really well, but soon it's going to go shitty, would they? So it's like, yeah, well, things might not be great at the moment, but that's going to turn around. How does that turn around? When you pair up with your Divine Feminine. That's what the realisation is. Four of Pentacles. So he's holding on for one more day. It's like he's waiting every day when it comes to money for that wheel to turn. It's coming. But that's the kind of faith that the Divine Feminine has. And that was the annoyance here when it comes to work. Have faith. Okay. But it does look like the Divine Masculine's adopted this when it comes to money. Tell us some more. Yeah, guarded. So it's a touchy subject. And he's been blocking it out. We'll go over to this side. I've put him over there, look. Okay. So he's blocking his own destiny that will turn him because he needs to go over to the Divine Feminine. It's together that you'll be successful. It's like that's what the Divine Feminine's in hell waiting for. When it comes to money, there's children here. So his money might need to be distributed between an army. There's an army in the background, but there's 2 children. So there might be people that want the money. You also look like 2 little kids here, secretly planning, dreaming together. Like, what are you talking about? So it's kind of this energy, do you want to talk about money? And then we have this again. The grip on the coin isn't so... He looks more settled in the 4 of Pentacles here. It's come out in the middle again. So meeting in the middle. You need to get your thinking caps on. That's what it feels like. Divine Feminine. Money. Yeah, it's at a point where the Divine Masculine needs to speak to the Divine Feminine because that's the key to his abundance. He wants some of her inspiration, but it's more about her faith. Have faith. So he might be slipping in belief and needs to find his faith. And he finds his faith by finding his faith within you, Divine Feminine. Should we have a look at the love section? Let's do it. When I'm asking this question, I really want to ask kind of like, how are you feeling, Divine Masculine? Are you feeling loving? Are you feeling loved? What's going on there? Do you have any support? And the Divine Feminine apparently can go first. Divine Feminine, how are you feeling? Do you feel loved? Are you being taken care of? Do you have a support network? Are you feeling loving? How are you when it comes to love? It's just really shouting out. We've got to go over and have a look and see what's on the masculine side because we've got the masculine here doing something. It's like, don't answer that. Don't answer that. Seriously. Don't feel the masculine wants to hear. I feel the energy is, it's like, well, I love you and I think of you all the time and please don't say you don't feel loved. That. Okay, we'll leave it. Let's put you over there, Divine Feminine, so the Emperor can look down at the cards. Squinting down there. So, okay, Divine Masculine, would you like to answer the question? How are you feeling when it comes to love? You need to make a decision. And there's an unveiling here. You have to decide what it is that you truly love. And it's kind of shining right in front of you, but this character's not aware because it's undercover. So, it's like about reaching out here. Having the nudge from the universe. You're feeling more balanced when it comes to love. I feel like you don't want to put on too much of a big show. You're definitely waiting. You know that you need to make some movement. You're seeing signs and synchronisations at the moment. Just making sure that you're doing the right thing. Oh, you want 2 cards? Okay. Yeah, you're wanting the legacy. Okay, so there it is. It's there. You can have it all. You can have it all. So come on, see the lights. I don't know all the words. Let it shine. Let it shine. Okay. So the sign's becoming more obvious to you. You're not oblivious anymore to the signs. It's a bit of a nightmare. Because you know that you're feeling you're going to have to do something. It's unsettling. Okay. So that's love. Love is all you need. Let's move on to sex. Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine wants you to go first. Let's talk about sex, baby. Hold on, they're a bit nervous now they've asked, but they want to know about sex. It's because they're all charioted up, seeing the signs. So, it's important. Yeah, Divine Masculine wants to know about your sex life. How balanced you are. Whether you're in a balanced state. He wants to know if you've been dipping your toes in the waters elsewhere. And he wants the truth. So he kind of wants to know what kind of person you are now. And with the, I felt like him, like, because he wants to know. So it's like dipping your toe in the water. No, he just wants to know. So it's how do things stand with you? How balanced are you? And he just wants the truth. This very much feels. I'm looking at all the strands that are coming down, and they're green, and there's red. So it's like the heart, the root chakra, and it was just like the connection. It's like, do you have any? Have you severed all connections with people? Have you been? I felt an exchange of sexual energy here. So it's like really important that the Divine Masculine knows whether or not his Divine Feminine has been sexually active elsewhere. That's what it feels like. It's like they're kind of exchanging. Well, there isn't. There's an exchange of fluid. So this seems to be very important when it comes to sex. The Divine Masculine wants to know the truth. Okay. Divine Masculine, romance. Are you feeling romantic? I reckon you are. Just a woman's intuition. Okay, we've got a card that's come out sideways. What is it? He's trying not to get too excited. Okay, romantic. He's working on it. Okay, that's the card of passion. Mr. Passionate. I feel like he wants to be more Mr. Compassionate towards the Divine Feminine, but he holds a lot of passion, you can see. I feel like he's changed. There's a chameleon. Let's say it's a chameleon here. I feel like he's changed, and it's a lot more about coming in with compassion. And I feel like his passion for you has intensified. You could be feeling, a lot of the Divine Feminines are feeling heat. Actually, all of us are feeling some form of heat. Okay, what am I getting here? Okay. Romance. Oh, yeah. He wants to know what to do. That's why he's hanging around for the signs. He thinks that there's a particular approach he needs to take. He needs to be graceful. So it just, when it comes to the romance, yes, but it's like he's curbing his enthusiasm. The heat, the fire. So it's like he's trying to cool down his passion. It's quite overbearing. And it's like he doesn't want to take it out on you. So he's compassionating that that passion. Let's have a look at romance, Divine Feminine. He's feeling very lucky, Divine Feminine. So I'm still on the Divine Masculine story. He feels like a lucky man. He has to tell you this. I feel there's a lot he wants to tell you. Divine Feminine, romance. How's romance in your life? No, there hasn't been any romance. You're waiting for your Prince Charming to come charging in. Oh, why am I using the masculine cards? For your side. Oh, he's telling you. Oh, okay, that's nice. He says you're a star. It's like, that's love. That's a good thing. Good thing. Where have you gone? Do, 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 good thing. You've been gone too long. That's so cute. Do you not think? Not much for you to say. Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine wants to know about your health, though. Let's have a look. I can tell straight away the Divine Feminine, she's in her light body. Yeah, no one needs to worry about the Divine Feminine's health. She is a vessel of light. But let's have a look. Yeah, she's at the Divine Feminine status. So, she's okay. She's good. She's good in her own space. She's good being single. She's good just focusing on nature, the birds. She's good. Okay. So I feel now, because of that statement, the Divine Masculine is... I actually feel like he could be hanging around people that aren't so healthy. Okay, and I feel that's because he's out and about. But he's pleased that you're good. I feel like he might feel the need to bring in the balance now he knows you're balanced. Let's have a look. Yeah, it looks like a message will come in. Okay, take you by surprise. He's definitely wanting to bring in the balance. But, like it picked up, he's dealing with people that aren't really healthy for him. And he's kind of, I don't want to say paying them off. He's playing them off. I'm not sure. And that's what he's doing, because at home, at work, when it comes to the money, I'm sure things are going to get better. And it's like he's found the key to what will bring in the balance. So, Divine Masculine, how's your health? I'm not sure this aggression. Is fantastic. It feels like you're quite strained. What card can you give me? Okay, he's trying to be strong. So he's trying not to focus on his health, which is good in a way, because it means that this is Mother Nature healing. He's tapping into you, Divine Feminine, something you said about health. So you're very much a light body. He's taking your guidance when it comes to health. Not focus on sickness. Focus on wellness. Okay, he's actually trying to share that with other people. That's good. Live by example. Okay. Well, I don't know why we looked at the bottom of the deck. Does he have to go now? Okay. Divine Masculine might have to go now. Oh, we're going to speak about spirituality next. That's fine. So, a lot's going on in the material world for the Divine Masculine. It's like, where are you going? Because we're going to talk about spirituality and they're not that clued up on it. And that's what the frustration is. You are. So, what's going on with him? He's kind of got a bit of an idea. But he needs you to explain to him. Okay, so he's kind of exited, because I would draw next, what's your connection with spirit like? And it's like, I'm not sure that he has a connection with you, but I don't believe he views it as being anything like kind of to the intensity that we know it to be, as in a collective. As in, we can explain straight away what's been happening to them, but it's all going to be in spiritual talk. So, Divine Feminines, how are you connected spiritually? You can handle this. Okay, so you're actually drawing in the love. So it's very much like you can feel he's coming. And you kind of expect the way that he's going to come in. You expect the way that... Okay, so make sure you have positive expectations here. You expect the way that he's going to come in. You know he's going to come in. After being through this, the signs, synchronizations, what's going on with my life, why can't I get my mind off of you, why am I feeling this, why am I seeing this, why am I seeing your name everywhere? It's kind of driving me insane. Why do I feel that you're a big part of this purpose? And this is a big thing for them to be able to do. So I feel like the compassionate part needs to be transferred over. My voice has gone really low. You hold spiritual secrets, Divine Feminine. You can help the poor man out if he approaches you. And you know how to do it. You've been keeping these secrets safe all this time. He needs some light to be shed on what's going on in his life. And you know it, and that's why you're in Hermitage, keeping it all safe. You know the deal. You know the deal. You know the outcome. And it's like now you know how to deal with it. And now that you know how to deal with it, you're more balanced. He's balanced. The connection can come together. You're both at this standstill. You're not knowing what to do with all your spiritual secrets. And he's not knowing what to do with all the signs and synchronizations and the downloads he's been receiving. And why all of a sudden he's feeling drawn to reach out to you, Divine Feminine. He's gone in the void now. Yeah, judgment, scared of judgment. He wants assistance, not judgment. Judgment's when you actually bring yourself forward. Okay, so it's like, all right, I'm ready to find out. So you stand up so that the angel can see you. So I feel your Divine Masculine's ready for some spiritual truths if he approaches you, when he approaches you. He's on the verge of it. Bottom of the deck. And that's your role, to comfort the Divine Masculine. Okay. And you knew it. You can have your little giggle. This is when it comes under work and you're like, you mean it worked? Yes, it worked. So it's time to play your part soon. Gently does it, the magician says. You know how much to give away, what the Divine Masculine can handle. I felt here, you can handle the Divine Masculine. You're his counterpart, of course you can. He was assigned for that position. The strength. Okay. I'm going to get an enchanted map. And I'm also going to put an Oracle of Shadows and Lights. That was a different reading, wasn't it? Okay. Education. We're going to read both, the upright and the reversed meaning. Education. You've been in Hermitage, Divine Feminine. Wait till you start expressing and speaking these spiritual truths. They would just roll fluently off of your tongue. You just haven't really had anyone to have a decent conversation with for a long time. Life is filled with lessons. Be teachable. Upright. Wisdom comes from participating in life not just reading about it. This card suggests that you might not have enough knowledge about what you seek, the direction to take, your circumstances, or the nature of your inquiry. Important information is coming. Now is the time to go to school. Ask a person who might know more than you do, or find a teacher or a course of study, so that you can more clearly understand what the next right action must be. Sometimes life unexpectedly sends you to an unfamiliar school, and you must learn by experience. Now is the time to be teachable, open to changing your preconceived notions. Be a student and be willing to state the most powerful mantra of all, I don't know yet. And that's what the Divine Masculine is saying to the Divine Feminine. That's what he's seeking, knowledge. Let's have a look at the reverse. It's like, back up now. Hang on a minute. It's like you knew this was part of the process. So stubbornness and the desire to know it all and be right no matter what will not get you what you want. Or could it be that you're afraid to be seen as someone who knows less than you're supposed to? Could you be flying through life by the seat of your pants, hoping no one will notice you're skimming the surface of things? Truths. Life is filled with lessons, some bitter, some sweet. A strident lust for certainty will never bring you the wisdom you seek. Pretending to know more than you do won't make you wise. Be assured that not knowing is a magical place to be. All manner of mysteries are revealed. Be open. It's okay not to know. So as your Divine Masculine approaches you and questions you, it feels, it's okay to say, I don't know that. That's not, I haven't come across that. And so you're getting to this state of you both in this not knowing. Okay, but you know without knowing. That's beautiful. Let's get an oracle of shadows and lights. Excuse me. Journey of love. Okay, yes. Shallow grave, you miss someone. Just put my hair. Now this card can mean such a lot because the Divine Masculine's been experiencing things that he needs some answers. He's looking for answers as to what these signs mean. So he could be connecting with the other side, people that have made their transition. Also this feeling of missing you. So let's read about shallow grave. This beautiful young woman is missing someone deeply, and she knows, perhaps for the first time, what it is to lose someone. Missing someone can be very hard. It feels like a physical ache, and our hearts can indeed be broken because we humans have the capacity to connect like no others in the universe. We love, and we love so deeply that the love can continue, even when the form we loved is no longer with us. So I'm feeling very much that's the love the Divine Feminine's feeling for the Divine Masculine. She's staying here, like underground with this love. If you have received this card in a reading, it is time to acknowledge just how deeply you have yearned for someone's return and how much that person's loss has affected you. That being could be a friend, a pet you loved, or a grandparent or parent who has left. And missing this is so strong, it sometimes is a physical hurt. There is a deep sadness here, and it cannot be eased by denying its presence. And once this is done, you can put what's missing to rest and visit from time to time. But know that you have been truthful with yourself and that your sadness will change and be a part of your life's beauty, not its pain. And when it said here, you can actually put what's missing to rest, this is going to be a process, guys. It's not going to be, it's all going to come out at once. Your Divine Masculine is going to receive some knowledge and he's going to go away and retreat and then have a think about that. You can't be too pushy. This is about, about timing and how long it takes for what you've told your Divine Masculine, how long it's going to take for them to digest that. Okay? It's small steps here about not becoming scared. It's a big awakening towards spirituality here for the Divine Masculine. Okay. So, and once this is done, you can put what's missing to rest and visit from time to time. But know that you have been truthful with yourself. You don't want to be telling any fibs now, making it what it's not. But being honest about what it is. So know that you have been truthful with yourself and that your sadness will change and be a part of your life's beauty and not its pain. Because it's a very beautiful love here. So she speaks. It is time to let something go, but before you do, let's take a moment to acknowledge what this was to you. Know that this meant so much and that by returning it to the past, rather than yearning for it in the present, you are creating a future that has a greater freedom to it. There are opportunities for fresh starts all the time. Every day, in a sense, gives you a clean slate. For you, this sense of starting over is immensely important after you have grieved. So it's going to feel like every day for you, Divine Feminine, it's a fresh slate. It's a clean, it's the full energy. And that's where you're just in this uncomfortable being here. There's been the acknowledgement. You're not trying to deny it. It's a very truthful energy coming through. You're being truthful with yourself. Okay. Which then in return allows you to be authentically truthful with others. Lying doesn't feel good. Okay, being deceitful. So there are opportunities for fresh starts all the time. Every day, in a sense, gives you a clean slate. For you, this sense of starting over is immensely important after you have grieved. You need to feel that something has been laid to rest and will no longer trespass on the present. Life is kind of like that. So much of what happens isn't about what's actually happening. But thankfully, you will blossom and grow with fresh relationships and love after mourning this lost one. This is like you have to leave the past in the past, Divine Feminine. Okay. And I feel within that you find your closure. And we know what happens as one book closes, another one opens. It is if you're into education. Divination message. Sentimentally, holding on to the past, idealising the past, refusing, not allowing yourself to get over a breakup with a friend, to move to a new town, a faded romance, parents who have divorced, or something you are convinced that you must have back in order to be happy again. Mourning for what was and what you feel should have been. Very deep sadness, and yet this experience has been of great value. It is time to move on and to place all of that to rest. Working with the element of earth is most beneficial when this card and fairy come to visit you. You may wish to plant a memory tree, something earthy and growing that changes to commemorate your lost love. As it grows and changes, you will heal. The memories will be sweet and sad, without bitterness and pain. The earth takes form and changes them and gives back to us what we let go of in new forms. And you're wanting your Divine Masculine in this new form. It says you have to be careful spiritually how you're expecting him to come in. Transformed. You've let go of the past pain. So the earth takes forms and changes them and gives back to us what we let go of in new forms. It is time for you to stop hanging on so sadly to that which has long passed. Mourn and then come back to us, ready to live again. And the Divine Masculine needs to know whether you've mourned, whether you've got over this. Are you ready to feel alive again? That's beautiful. Journey of love. Loving all that is. 22. It's 11:11. Okay. You wise, awakening being, you can love all that is. You can love your tears and your sadness, for they are a testament to your open heart. You can love your numbness and fatigue, for they show that you have worked hard and are now in need of rest. You can love your energy and passion, even when you are so far ahead of the pack. You have to wait a while for everyone else to catch up, maybe a day, maybe a decade or so. Because you choose not to curb your enthusiasm for anyone. You can love your anger because underneath its fire is a desire for respect, and you can love your peacefulness because within your heart you really don't care much for fighting sometimes. If there is something that is shaming you, worrying you, challenging you, it's okay to just love it. It will make sense when it needs to. Until then, just love it, even when it hurts, for it's part of your own divine nature awakening. It may just be like a painful cramp happening because it's been curled up for too long. This oracle brings you a sweet message. You were just asked to love. Everything else will take care of itself. A state of being, allowing, receiving, becoming one with all that is. And that's what you're doing, Divine Feminines. I'm going to pull another card. We're going to end on a Rumi. Feels like, oh, the masculines have gone, haven't they? I felt it was very feminine. I think, why am I just talking to the feminines? And it's like, masculines have gone. That's fine. So let's end on a Rumi. Got goosebumps. You want to know what Rumi says? Divine Masculine? I don't know what the message is. It just felt weird. It was like, hang on, why am I just speaking to the Divine Feminines? I forgot. Divine Masculines have exited the room. Okay. Well, let us finish on a Rumi, whoever's present. Okay. My heart's beating really fast now. I've got like a gulp in my throat. And the cards feel a bit wobbly. Blood Angel. Card number 7. This is fiery heat. Look, we've definitely got the Emperor with the Devil out, so. And the Tower. I can't even. Ooh, over the place, aren't we? Is that what it is? You feel all over the place? Well, let's see what Blood Angel would like to say. In the midst of the darkness, a moon appeared with its brilliance. Stepping down from the clouds, it glanced at me. Like a falcon that hunts a bird and steals it away, it captured me and flew back to infinite space. As I looked for myself, I could not find me, for my body had become all soul in the tenderness of love. The 9 spheres of heaven dissolved in that moon as the ship of my existence drowned in the sea of love. Seriously, Divine Feminines. Oh, I said, look, it's worth a chuckle, okay? Look, the masculines are gone, it's all good. Oh. Like, you kind of want to go, how pathetic? It's like, it's not pathetic though, is it? It's not. It's quite beautiful. Okay. Do you dare place a limit on how much life you can contain? I pour of myself into your heart and invite you to become nothing and everything with me. Let us be the sunrise that greets the new day and the sunset that honours the dying of the day in radiant glory. Let us be the angel of light arising from darkness and the starburst in the awakening heart of a human beloved. Be the moon at the back of my heart and the sun at the front of my heart. Be wordless and wise. Let us have nothing that we know for certain, and be content. Let us be all, and let us be nothing. Let us be. The oracle of the blood angel comes to you with a particular message. You are being given the gift of more life. You may experience this as growth, expansion, more energy, more life force, or divine electricity circulating through your system. Divine masculines. The blood angel understands that in the gift of greater life, which enables a soul to live more of its essence, becoming a more palpable divine presence upon this earth, there are many unavoidable experiences. One of these is that there will be more sunsets to counter the increase in your sunrises. This is about balance. When opening up to receive more, one needs to empty out what has been to allow for a new influx of energy. It is not about an exchange of equal measure, for you will receive according to the great generosity of life itself, and thus even more shall be offered in compensation for what you are willing to release. However, release must take place. Balance is the natural law. The sunset makes way for a time of night. That might be the darkness of grief, or the stirring of unknown places within that only reveal themselves in clarity the following morning. Be ready to endure the sunset and the night, to become ready to receive the sunrise, and with it more life, is your divine task now. And I feel that's a divine masculine cutting out surrendering here. Release must take place. So all the time that he's doing this releasing of ties with unhealthy connections, it says it's not about an exchange of equal measure, for you will receive according to the great generosity of life itself, and thus even more shall be offered in compensation for what you are willing to release. Why is this coming to you? You are ready for it. You have outgrown what has been, and it cannot satisfy your soul anymore. This card is for the divine masculine, guys. A part of you, your mind perhaps, may question whether or not you really want the change inherent in this oracle, divine gift or not. You may prefer that things remain the same. But what are you really wanting in that belief? Happiness? A sense of safety and security? Love? Remember that in any divine gift, no matter whether it seems to come at first through an obvious bestowal of grace, such as a wish coming true, or a prayer being answered, or through a hidden grace of a loss or ending in our lives, there is always an offering of greater life within it. The blood angel tells you not to make yourself too small for what is happening in your soul and life now by holding on to what you know, or holding on when it is better to let go. It may not be easy, but you will gain more trust in the divine, in you, and in life. And great power and heavenly play can and will flow through your soul into the world. The blood angel invites you to accept the genius of life and allow it to flow through you, circulating your divine light even more abundantly into the world around you. I felt that bit was for the divine feminines. This oracle comes with a particular blessing of well-being and vitality. You have perhaps become tired or are well, but seek to engage in new projects or practices that will stretch or challenge you. The blood angel brings you the blessing of whatever. I felt it was talking to both counterparts. This oracle comes with a particular healing of well-being and vitality. Okay, you have perhaps become tired, divine masculine, or are well, divine feminine, but seek to engage in new projects or practices that will stretch or challenge you. The blood angel brings you the blessing of whatever energy is required to expand into where life is leading you. What the divine has instilled within your heart shall be financed with life force and energy so it may be brought to fulfillment. This is the sacred contract of human life. The journey shall be taken by the soul, and there will be challenges, and yet what is required for divine fulfillment will always be available. If you have been struggling with your energy levels or with emotional or psychological challenges, more so than usual perhaps, then you are asked to complete the sacred honouring ritual for the Cloak of the Christ Oracle after you have completed the ritual for the Blood Angel. The reason for this is that your energy, as you are going through growth and opening, can become unstable for a time, more porous or vulnerable than usual. There is nothing to be concerned about, but you will benefit from more spiritual protection during this time. I won't be doing that, guys. I done that last time we had this card, and I actually done it, but the masculines aren't here. They're not going to do that. Okay, so I'm not going to read that card. These rituals will assist you in gaining additional spiritual protection. If you need to take any particular action to bring yourself healing and wellness, these rituals will help you become conscious of and ready for that action, simply through life experiences and internal wisdom when the time is right. And you can ask for that, Divine Masculines. You can put a comment in this video saying, but I would like that, please. And of course, I'll give it to you. But there's no point wasting someone's time who's not really looking to do that just yet. But that's not the answer for them right at this moment. So let's do the sacred honouring ritual for the Blood Angel. Say, Blood Angel of unconditional life and divine love, bless me with the life force I need to attain my divine destiny. I open to your grace with perfect trust and perfect love. So be it. Close your eyes and notice your breath. Imagine or intend that you can sense the blood moving in your veins. So much life abounds in your body soul. In your own time, just open your eyes. You have completed your honouring ritual. That's awesome. Okay. I felt like I wanted to leave with an affirmator, but unless you got this, yeah, you got this. Okay, you've got this. You'll never influence the world trying to be like it. You are uniquely you. You need to settle into that. And don't let the fear of losing outweigh the excitement of winning. I feel that's for the masculines, really. There is no traffic jam on the extra mile. I feel the divine masculines going the extra mile towards you. You need to go the extra mile with him. Bottom of the deck, enjoy being yourself. Yeah, that's the key, guys. Come on, this version of you. You've been preparing for this. So, enjoy being yourself and you'll feel no need to copy others. Authenticity is the key. Okay. Guys, have yourself a fantastic day and I will catch up with you soon. Take care. Much love. Bye for now.